Oria Oshay podcast, a captivating and insightful series dedicated to all things hair and skin, featuring a dynamic duo of professional cosmetologists, Maria and Tish, with a combined experience of over 50 years. This podcast promises to deliver a wealth of knowledge and practical advice. Through their individual and collective experiences, these seasoned experts will enlighten and empower listeners, showcasing their personal truths about hair and skincare. Tune in every Monday at 9 o'clock as Oria's Oshay podcast invites you on a fascinating journey, allowing you to see the world of hair and skin through the discerning eyes of these two remarkable professionals. Get ready to complete your assignment in the realm of hair and skincare with Oria's Oshay podcast.
Thank you for creating something that's natural and works really well, is priced well. I love Oria's Oshay.
Okay, so this is Oria's Oshay. Stuff works. I mean, these feet of mine, on my feet 30 years, wow, cracked, everything you could think of. But after using this, wonderful.
Well, it looks like we're going to be stepping in and stepping out. Tonight is an exciting topic. Love the skin you're in. We are excited tonight to bring this to you. Love the skin you're in. And also, always keep in mind that embrace your entire self. Love on yourself. Appreciate yourself. It will come in handy. Isn't that right, Maria?
Yes, and you know what? I am so sorry. I was on mute. I was just a talking. So let me back up. I am so sorry. I am a really driver. I I'm like, here, okay. I am a really driver, and I'm the CEO of Rizzo Shay. And me and my girl Tish, we talk about everything hair every Monday night. We've been out on hiatus for a minute, but it's okay. We're back. And what we know is hair. Love some hair, baby. We know everything to begin with H and R. So I just want to say thank you guys for tuning in. We love our viewership. We really haven't started growing it. So that's why we had to come back. You guys brought us back.
That's
So
right.
we always ask questions. We give you our information. Of course, we want your feedback. So if you have any questions, please feel free to call in. We love live calls. And tonight we're going to be talking about the thing that everybody be talking about this time of year, psoriasis and eczema. So, me and Tish, 50 years of experience.
That's
She's in
right.
the salon and I'm out selling my products. But you know what? We both used to be doing the same thing. I'm just not doing it anymore, but she is. But so she's dealing with you guys day to day. I'm dealing with you day to day indirectly.
We're still tag teaming as we go
That's why we
along.
tag team. So you can call in at 443-272-1172. We have it up on the screen as well. And we just want to say thank you. Thank you.
Yeah,
Our viewership had built up. I was so Tish, what we so tickled when we left. We had some good numbers. We gotta bring our numbers
absolutely.
back. Right? We gotta bring our
Growth is
numbers back.
progress. For
So how
sure.
are you doing today, Tish?
I am doing just dandy. I'm embracing this new 81-degree weather that we've been
Wow.
embarking on, and Paul at
Wow.
the same time trying to readjust
Yes.
to the new season. So I'm excited that
Mhm.
we're here. We're here.
Yes. And that's what we're going to be talking about. This spring is here, and this your skin is
Mhm.
really and truly trying to adjust. Because I know my skin is trying to adjust. It's like what is
Oh
going on here?
yes. Oh yes.
And it takes all different turns. And for those people who have skin issues, this is not a really good season for you because it's the beginning of the hot
Hmm.
and the discomfort and the
Yes.
itching, scaling. So we want to talk to you guys about that tonight. And like I said, if you got any questions, please call us, or you want to come in and do a testimony. Those that use Oria Oshay for the last, what was it, 15 years? It's been 15 years? No, this is almost 15 years, 14 years I've had Oria Oshay, and I have wonderful testimonies from all over how they use the product. And I know Tish is going to share one of hers tonight because she loves sharing that testimony of her and her skin and how she got introduced to Oria Oshay. But yeah, so Tish, this time of the year, I know you see it, especially in the scalp.
Oh
Hey,
yeah.
good, Shelley. I see you. Hi,
Absolutely.
Shelley. It's in. I see you. The psoriasis and the eczema. You,
Mm,
everybody get them a little confused. Do you want to take one and I take one, or you got it, Tish? You know the difference because when a lot of people don't understand, they're two different names for two different reasons.
yes. I'll start with the eczema. Eczema has a tendency, they both have flare ups, but the eczema is more, I would say, it's tiered. Some people have a light case of eczema where they think it could be a psoriasis. It's a light, scaly, kind of a flakiness onto the scalp. But then it progresses. Eczema seems to progress, and sometimes it creeps up the skin and the hair. It can attack and be very aggressive. Unfortunately, sometimes the itching is almost like under the skin, so it's not like you can itch enough. And a lot of times, people thinking they're having uh, irritation of the scalp, maybe an allergic reaction, because that's kind of how it starts. They think maybe they had an allergic reaction, and next thing you know, their skin is inflamed. Okay, and sometimes it has a burning sensation. Eczema has more of a tendency to spread in areas of the body that you may not knew it's you had it there, the back of the neck, the back of the ear. A lot of times it's on the forearm. It could be on the hands. Whereas psoriasis can also look very similar. But the eczema has of a burning sensation a lot of times. I find my clients that was they were borderline. They thought they were just had psoriasis until they were fully diagnosed that they had eczema. So you have to tend to a doctor. This is not something that a cosmetologist can cure. You need special medication from your doctor. This is where our profession have to refer you to a dermatologist. We do not treat that in the salon. A lot of people will go as far as they can with salon products, and to the point where you need medical attention. They have special ointments that can pretty much cure you within a couple of days, depending on the severity. They have come with shampoos, ointments, and things of that nature because it can really be aggressive. Hair loss can be a part of that because if it's in the skin and it rides up the back of the neck, in the top crown of the head, I've seen it everywhere. Different clients in different areas, and you can lose patches of hair at one time overnight. So it's not something you want to play with. It's not something you want to take lightly. So once again, seek medical attention through your dermatologist because this is not something that we treat at the salon. So I just want to be clear with that. We'll do dandruff, we'll do itchy, flaky scalp, but there's so many levels of itchy, flaky scalp outside of dandruff. Okay, so you have dermatitis, you have psoriasis, you have overactive sebaceous glands that can also look like dandruff. It kind of looks like a cradle cap. All these things, don't discredit that they're all just dandruff. Dandruff you can treat with some head and shoulders and keep it moving. But these other things that are a little bit more aggressive, you definitely want medical attention.
Mhm. Yes. And Tish, you are absolutely correct. I've seen it. I mean, in the ears, eczema is in the ears. It's oh my
Mm-hmm.
god, it gets into and it loves joints. It loves
Mm-hmm.
getting like creases of
Creases, the crevices,
the
yes.
elbows and the back of the legs,
Mm-hmm.
and it's terrible because during the summertime or spring, summer, if you get hot, overheated, you start sweating, and that is the worst place to be itching. Oh my goodness, because you can't
Mm-hmm.
bend your elbow. If you bend your elbow, you're irritated. It is
Hard to break the skin because you're trying to scratch. So,
yes, yes, and definitely we've seen that.
Oh, yeah.
I've known people say their sheets be with either the flakes or they have blood spots because they be scratching during the middle of the night and don't
Mm-hmm.
even realize they're scratching because it's inflamed. And
Yeah.
that's one thing about eczema. It gets so inflamed. It is
Yeah.
ooh, ooh. And
Mm-hmm.
then the scars that it leaves, it's really, really is it eczema and psoriasis, they gotta be cousins. Ain't nobody gonna tell me not cousins. But the
Yeah.
difference between eczema and psoriasis that I've seen, and I don't have no MD, but I know psoriasis is hard and thick,
Mm-hmm.
and it can build up. I've seen it. It can rise. Eczema
Like
doesn't rise.
clusters. They come in
Eczema,
like
yeah, it's
clusters.
like layers and layers and layers, almost like
Mhm.
a callus. And people say,
Yes.
"Well, it's not a callus." I was like, "Mm-mm-mm." I've known someone who had it on their buttocks, and it was
Mm.
so bad they couldn't even sit down and use the bathroom because
Mm.
the thing
Extreme,
was
yeah.
on there, they couldn't get it off.
Ooh,
So the same thing, you need to go to the dermatologist to be treated for that.
yeah.
Where Oria Oshay comes in because it's a natural product. The doctors that endorse my product, Oria Oshay for eczema and psoriasis, they found that what it does, it's a topical product and it really softens that top layer. And for eczema, it soothes the itching part.
Mm.
It's the itching part. And then some people, it clears up and it goes away. But people who have more severity, it don't even scratch the surface. That's when you know you got to go and get your creams, your antibiotics, the things to help with the
Yeah.
anti-flaming. But
Mhm.
I always tell people start with the Rizzo Shea first because you know that's not cancer causing because all the ingredients that I have in it, shea, olive oil, coconut oil, avocado, honey, just to name a few. Um, and it's all natural. That's the beautiful thing about it. So if that works for you, that's great. But if it comes to a point where it doesn't work for you, then you need to move on to something else because a lot of time eczema is triggered by something within. They
Mhm.
always tell you it could be stress. You could be have a flare because you ate too much ketchup. It could be the foods that you're eating. Psoriasis, I think it's the same way too, but it's just that, like I said, the appearance of it is totally different. That it's just hard. Like you can Psoriasis, you can hit them like that. They're like, what in the what is that attached to you? And it just can just continue to get bigger and bigger and bigger.
It
And
builds.
yes, it builds.
Mm-hmm.
And eczema doesn't do that. Eczema is scaly, and
Mm-hmm.
it when you scratch it is ashy, and it's like a scale on your skin.
Yes.
Psoriasis is a coating. It's a real hard coating that's just locks. Do you know what caused it? Okay, you see that question right there, locks. Do you know what could
Mm-mm.
be causing that? Okay, locks. I guess that's a question for you, Tish.
I
But
didn't repeat that.
okay, let me see if I can see it. Hold on one second. Okay, I never had scabs in my scalp until around 3 weeks ago, and I have locks. Do you know what could be causing that? Okay, so that could be Tish. You want to take that in the scabs? The
Yeah,
scab.
it's from itching, scratching. If you can elaborate on the scab, because a lot of times people have these skin disorders and they go lying dormant until a
Yes,
lot of that air
triggers it.
hits.
That's right.
You know,
Hmm.
um, I'm not sure how long you've had the locks, but the separation of all that air trap, flowing through, sometimes can wake up um, something sleeping and lying dormant. So, you know, that's kind of like a white. I like to analyze in person. That's part of what I do. So to just say scab, I need to know: are you scratching? Did you eat something? And all of a sudden, the sharpness of the nails created that, because you got different levels of scabbing. So I would like to know a little bit more, and how long, if you've ever had scabs. Um,
She said, I don't know. They just popped up.
hmm.
So it could be something you're changing your diet,
Hmm.
medication. It could be. I just
Now,
need for you to do
are they
some
her
deep
own locks or are they faux locks? Is there any
her
synthetic
lock.
hair in those locks?
Oh, she just said her locks. She didn't say. I'm assuming she says I do have lupus though. She says she has lupus,
Okay. So that's another thing.
and she
I'm
said they are
somewhat familiar
hers.
with
The
lupus.
locks are hers.
She said what? They
The
are
locks
hers.
are hers. Mhm.
Okay. So you may want to find out what type of lupus you have. We know that lupus attacks the main seven organs: the skin, all your organs. Pick one, it can attack. Skin is
Mhm.
the largest organ. So if you may have lupus of the skin, I don't know. However, you will start to see some of the effects that it can take on the skin. So that's a wide topic there. You would definitely have to consult with your doctor to see why you're getting the scabs. It could be medication and things of that nature that your body is trying to adjust to. I know steroids plays a huge role in medication that is required with lupus, so you may
Mhm.
want to definitely consult with your doctor for sure.
Mm.
Okay,
Yeah. Okay, so she said SLE.
what was that?
SLE. What is SLE? You
LE.
know, we we're the old folks. You gotta explain to me what SLE is, because that means something that I don't know what that means.
Hmm.
That's I don't have time to consult my children. But that's something. There's some initials for something.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Well, hopefully, the information we Tish gave you and I shared a little bit with you, that can help you because, um, like I said, you can try Oria Oshay to see if that the scabs will that go away. And that's another thing I want to ask too. Are they coming off? It's it is skin.
She has lupus
Oh,
of the skin.
it is skin. She said yes. She said it is skin. Yes, Tish.
Mhm. Okay. So with the
Mhm.
skin, you're going to see a lot of different attacks on the skin. That's what lupus is, autoimmune, and it does attack those areas. So sometimes you'll see scabs. You'll see alopecia. So the body is going to go through different things and different changes. So definitely you want to read up on the many things that it can cause, the flare-ups, if you will, so that you'll know how to govern yourself accordingly. And sometimes, like you said, you can use some, ointments, and thank God Maria's O'Shea is natural, because you do want to be mindful of chemicals that you're going to put onto the skin. Okay, a lot of lotions have alcohol. You don't want anything with alcohol, because that's drying out the skin, and you don't want anything to dry it if it's already starting to build up, almost like an attack onto the skin. So just be mindful, consult with your doctor, and discuss those things with him. Let them know what the body is going through, and they're familiar. They know. If not, they will be taking notes so you can report back to him or her, and ask questions. Don't be afraid to ask questions, because this is a journey that you probably going to be in for the long haul. Okay.
Okay. So she said, "Is it something or some oil that I could put on my scalp because it stays dry?" Yes, Oria's
Mm,
O'Shea. I would
there you
recommend Oria's O'Shea. Um, it's just a wonderful product when anything that's topical, and it's an easy fix. It's a cheaper way to put a natural product on and see if you get results than you go into the dermatologist and you have to buy this tube for $500 and you don't know if it's going to work, it's going to irritate you, and then all the list of things that could happen if you continue to use this product. A Rizzo shade you can use from the top of your head to the tip of your toes. So it is actually an easier way to find out if this is something that
Start
could
with
be.
that. Absolutely. I would recommend start with that for sure.
Yes. And I tell everybody that. It's just an easy fix. And if it works for you, whether it's a little spot or it's a psoriasis, if you put and especially with the thickness of psoriasis, you'll see it's coming off. It'll come off in layers as it get down. I've seen it. It really works really, really well on psoriasis as well.
Well, there you
Yes.
have it.
Thank you
Yes.
so much. Thank you. So, Tish, I want you to tell everyone how you got sold on the Rios O'Shea because you have a story for the story so they can hear your story.
My pleasure. Well, I did mention on the Portia show that I had really dry skin, never was diagnosed with eczema or anything like that, but borderline. If I did not apply a soothing cream, I have to normally do about 3 or 4 creams to keep the skin lubricated throughout the day.
Because you had a regimen that you was
I
putting
do.
on.
Yes. 'Cause,
Tell them what your regimen was, Tish, because you had something going on.
well, I had to use like a Eucerin. I had to be a Eucerin, my regular lotion for smell. So Eucerin was for the thickness, for the moisture that my skin was letting me know, which has no scent. And then I had to use a regular lotion to create the scent. But we know that was just scented because it did nothing for my skin. My skin absolutely laughed at it. And then for the shine, I had to use Vaseline. So those are the two thick products, okay?
Oh
And
my
then
goodness.
for the
Vaseline
scent.
with petroleum jelly. Oh my goodness.
Yes,
Oh,
and
you
that
was
was my
gassed up.
regimen.
You ready. You ready.
Because I had such bad skin from a child. I had chicken pox. I had scarlet
Okay.
fever. I had
Mm,
extreme acne, and it
okay.
left my
Tell by
skin.
looking at you, you look.
I
Tell what you've
got
been
the
through. Girl, you look
time.
good.
Okay, time. Oh my goodness. I started acne at 8 and 9 years old, and
Wow.
yes, and it would rotate: chin, cheeks, nose, chest, arms, back,
My.
thighs.
You had it. You had
The
that.
Yes, and they was like, "Oh, when she turns 15, it'll go away." 15 came, seemed like it got more aggressive. Oh,
Oh
now
wow.
she has young adult at 21 still. I'm like, I'm still having these breakouts at 21. All the way up until
Wow.
I was 27. Kept having the acne breakouts. And so it was a journey for me trying to find, and that's what I found. I found that trio worked. And I was like, but this is too much. We all know one jar Eucerin is $20 by itself. And I would go through that stuff like it was water. because my skin would absorb it and drink it. And so I started shifting to shea butters because I found out that was better than all of those ingredients, but they still wouldn't hold. Like they felt good going on, but they still like throughout the day, I just noticed the skin just slowly getting dry. And so the day that Maria came into the salon, like I said, I had, those who know the story, I had a shea butter on the shelf. She came in and she said, yeah, that's for play play. You need to try mine. Yeah, that's for play. How wonderful shade. I love the
Oh,
scent of the shade. Yeah, that's for play play. You need to try this. So
I remember saying that to you too. That's really wild. Because I was like, girl, that's some whipped up stuff. What is this? What is
yeah,
okay. All right.
that was 2016.
Yes, it
And
was.
so I tried to see what her shea butter was about, and I absolutely instantly fell in love. Like, wait a minute, what is this? This is not like what I've had before. But I just noticed the consistency. Like my skin was literally like, yes. And how many oils is it? Like 13, 14 different oils in it.
Yes.
Um, and my skin began to applaud me. I stopped using it for the last 7 years. She and I, we would meet anywhere we could in the street. I'm like, okay, it's time. Where we gonna meet? I need my stuff. I'm running low. I
Yes.
never want to run out. And so
Whew.
she was like, I'll be in your area. I'm like, okay, meet me in the parking lot of Carrabba's. Carrabba's,
Yeah,
Goodwill.
yes. Goodwill. Yeah, we was just
One
I say,
transaction.
Tish, they might be thinking we doing a drive-by. So what's up? Like we doing a what we
Park
doing?
our cars
Like
would meet
I
up.
would hand her her stuff. She would hand me the money. I go like, all right, see you later. See you next time. Yeah, that
Yes,
was too fun. That was too because I
yes,
was traveling a lot then, so she was trying to catch me when
right.
I
In
was in
between.
town, and it was just odd times.
Yes.
And I was like, hey, and
Will be in the
I
area
know
when you come into town,
it
you
wasn't.
know,
Yeah, yeah,
and that's
yeah.
how we do. And like I said, for the past 7 years. So when she got the opportunity to go on the Porsche show, she called me and she was like, "Look, if nobody else can testify,
That's right. You
I
can.
know you can." And so
What's
I am truly a firm believer. I
yes,
have it
you
in the
are.
salon to this day. Clients are happy. I get a lot of positive feedback on this product. They are very pleased um, with this product and the results that they are receiving. Women of all ages. Okay. So it's exciting to hear the testimonials of how this product has helped them like it has helped me. So here we are, letting the world know how this product can improve um, extreme dry skin. And if you have healthy skin, then it's all the more better.
Oh yes.
Uh,
Oh yes.
I just so happen to have, an issue with extremely dry skin, and this has definitely helped to correct that issue. And on top of that, I used to drive, and I love mini skirts in the summer. And driving back and forth from the Maryland D.C. area, I would be on to what's it 495, and that sun would be beaming in, and that skirt would be sitting on that mid part of that thigh, and that sun began to cook
Mhm.
one thigh. Discolor my whole thigh. I was like, wait a minute. And
Uh-huh.
so I started, I mean, I've had this, let me see, my oldest was, she's 28 now. She'll be 28 next week. And she was about 2 years old when I'm driving back and forth going to work. So this scar kind of kicked in maybe when my second or third child was born, and they're pretty much stair steps. So so I've had it for a very long time. There's discoloration on one thigh. And so I said, you know what, let me put some more attention to this and apply the Oria Oshay to this thigh and see if I get a blended skin tone. And I began to concentrate and apply more to that area. And sure enough, I noticed the skin began to blend, the color. It didn't look
Mhm.
as, what burnt skin looks like. It's like a scaly, different texture.
Yes.
That texture began to smooth out. So I was like, wait, did this really just happen? Something that I've had for so many years, but it did. It began to correct um, the discoloration and the texture of that skin. So I am truly grateful yet again um, to the Oria Oshay, to the Oria Oshay product. It has truly made a difference in my skin. And one day, Maria, I like to wear, little asymmetric tops, and she went to touch my skin. I said, "Oh, nothing touches this skin but Oria Oshay. Nothing touches these shoulders but Oria Oshay." I guess it had a glisten on it. It's like, is this real? It's real. Oh, do you remember that, Maria?
Yes. Oh, yes, I do. I do. I do.
Oh, nothing touches this
It's
skin
just
but
that
Oria Oshay. So yes, I am definitely a true believer. Absolutely.
I had a young lady to call me the other day, and she was basically in tears. She says, and I did a testimony on my social media. She'd been using my product. Oh my goodness. I don't even, when I first was in Whole Foods back in
Mm,
2010, 2011. And she says, Maria, I wait every time because I started back in, I think, 2015, 16 with the big jars, the 14 ounces. And she
mm,
says, wait for Mother's Day to get my big jar. She says, you just don't know what this means to me and my household. She says, we use it sparingly. We just don't use a lot. We use it when we need it. And she said, it has made a difference in my household and their skin. So when I told her, when she saw that I had the 16 ounces, she says, I need that. Don't play. Make sure you have my 16 ounce. So and I shared just a little bit, but she was just, I mean, she was just choked up about it. So like, I just want you to know I've been using your product so long. And I knew because, these are my repeated clients over the years. Because I have, when they come over the internet, you have that, yeah, the analytical stuff in the back. But yeah, I was just, if something works for you and you know it's all natural, stick with that. When you start moving things around and you start adding stuff, and that's another thing too. Ladies, men, children, you don't have to add anything to a Riz O'Shea. It's just you just use it the way it is. I put enough in there. It's 13 ingredients. And I can say all 13, and you might get it and you might not get it, but trust and believe it works. But they're all natural ingredients. And I mean, they said you are the walking, talking billboard for Riz O'Shea. Yeah. A guy approached me the other day. He says, I'm just curious, how old are you? And I said, well, how old do I look? And he says, oh, you look 40. I said, baby, that Riz O'Shea is working. It is working. So you get something that's going to keep your skin nice and clear. And me and Tish even talk about this. Tish, you talk about how you go to get your pedicure. Same thing with me. They cannot touch my feet with no pumice stone. They're not scrubbing anything because you just feeling the palm of your hand. Feel the palm of your hand right now. Feel the palm of your hand. That's
Feel the
my feet.
calm.
That's me and Tish feet. My feet is just like that, smooth as a baby's bottom. Telling you, you can come rub my feet right now. You be like, oh, no calluses. Take you to another level. No calluses, no nothing. They're smooth. So I've been using it from day one. Of course, I use my hair. I use my nails. That's what keep my nails long and then they're nice and strong. I,
Mhm.
I am what I preach, and this is what you see right here. Just my hair, all of it. This is a Riz O'Shea. What's in it right now is a Riz O'Shea. When I went natural, when I went straight, it's a Riz O'Shea, and it
Mhm.
works. Tish, we have a question from Councilwoman Keyshawn Bell.
Okay, dear heart.
Yes, she
Yes,
says,
ma'am.
as the weather is getting hot, many women are starting protective styles. As a hair wig, weaves, and really a healthy option is okay. I'm sorry.
Mm,
Are braids, wigs, and weaves really a healthy option for our hair?
that's a good one.
Mhm.
Um, this is a great topic I love to discuss. Protective
Mhm.
styles are temporary. And what's happening is the abuse of long term protective styles no longer become protective. So if you're in wigs and braids and you're on a rotating cycle, if you have not allowed that hair to breathe, you're doing more damage. Okay. The hair has to breathe, it has to receive sunlight and water. A lot of times we go past the time that we need. Yes, it's perfect for vacation and things like that. You go on a 2 week vacation, sure, throw in some braids. If you're going on a 4 week vacation, okay, throw in a weave. However, to keep going 2 and 3 months and not allowing that hair to breathe on a repeat cycle, some people don't let their hair come up for air. They put the weave in, they wear it for 2 months, take the weave out, put it back in, and they rotate this whole cycle. But then they notice when they finally say, okay, it's been 8 months, I want to wear my hair. The hair is weak. Okay. Why? Because the hair has been deprived. So you get a conditioning treatment and you're expecting your hair to just be this amazing. You got the length, it has grown, yes, but it's weak. It's frail. So my recommendation is whenever you deal with weave that long, then you need to allow that hair to breathe almost double the amount of time because it takes time. You know, our hair is resilient. It does bounce back. However, once you take the opportunity to expose the hair again, don't rush to suffocate it all over again. And that's where we go wrong with that. And then you notice, okay, it's breaking, it's shedding, the ends are split really bad. Then you have to come and get about 3 inches removed, but you just grew 3 inches. It's okay. So you're like, well, they're so weak on the ends, you can't keep that. That's no longer healthy. So that's why I state that it's a double edge. You have to be mindful that the hair has to breathe. Do not suffocate the hair on a repeat cycle. So when you protect it for short periods of time, not for 2 years. Okay. A lot of people get involved and they fall in love hard because weave is addictive. Okay. It's exciting because you have to fool with that hair.
Tattoos are addictive. That's right.
Right. It gives you a nice break, but just keep in mind that the hair underneath still needs love. Okay.
Tish, did you see the video that Beyonce put out and showing her?
You about it. I have not seen it.
I have to send it to you. That girl's hair is beautiful, and I was reading some of the comments because when you get down and dirty, you read the comments, and it's nerve to come out and say, "Oh, I believe that she probably had this microfibers attached to her scalp." That is not no microfibers attached to her. That's her hair. She grew it. But
Hmm.
like I said, she's on stage. Just think about it. She's on stage. She's performing. She has these pieces. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
When she comes, oh, she has her natural hair. It's breathing. Where the average person, they're leaving the weave in 1 week, 2 weeks, 4 weeks, 6 weeks,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes 8 weeks, sometimes longer. Your scalp is not breathing at all. She's
Right.
not going. Listen, when she get off stage, I'm pretty sure she peeled that stuff right off and set it off the
Right.
stage.
Right.
So
Mm-hmm.
I don't get it. I don't get it, people. It's just like when they take pictures of the cars, the fancy cars people be driving. A lot of times that's not their cars. It's lease. So the same thing with
Hmm.
when you're dealing with with hair. A lot of times it's just like that. It's not. It's it is. I'm telling you, it's not what you see. It just seems that way. It's not what you see.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's important that one of the things I noticed that with celebrities we have to be mindful. We don't see them every day, okay? And I don't know if you guys remember the Oprah show when she said she had a hairstylist on set that does her hair every day.
Every day.
Who has that? Who here on this broadcast
We
has
don't.
a hairstylist
Uh huh.
do their hair on the set every day?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So if you don't have anyone tending to your hair every day, that's a
Mm.
lot of TLC. That's a
That is
lot of hair. And then I remember her stylist saying, I don't use heat on her hair every day. I do
mhm.
a cool blow dry
A
and a warm
cool
dry.
one.
He does
Mm-hmm.
a cool blow dry. And so those things that shock to the hair, if you're gonna service it every day, that's can be an excess too. But if you're
Mm-hmm.
not getting the heat every day. So with
There you go.
Beyonce, she could be putting her wig on for the 45-minute segment of her video, 2 hours, and then
Right.
she could release that wig. Like when she did her documentary a couple years ago, when she was like on a boat on this like remote looking island. She had her own hair. It was like a documentary, and she had her own hair, and you could see the
Exactly.
wavy, wet and wavy texture that she had.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
That was her early pregnancy with
Yes.
Blue Ivy, and
Yes.
so she exposed her hair then. But we're not going to see her hair for her videos. We're not going to see, when she's doing these elaborate concerts because, of course, natural hair sweats out and things of that nature. She has to look consistent the whole 4 hour show or what have you, whatever. So to expose her hair, now she's talking about a product. And everybody's like, ain't nobody never seen your hair? So she has to prove, like, how am I going to buy a product from you? We can't even see your hair, expose it. So that was the big, fuss. Like, when has she ever shown her hair? So now, with this, she knew she had to show her hair. I haven't seen this new one. I just
Mhm.
can recall
I
back,
mean, it is
you know.
beautiful, almost to her waist. And the
Okay.
beautiful thing about it is, okay, this is still can't hear anything, and the bottom half is still frozen. Tish, you're freezing. Tish is frozen.
Yeah, I just got that message. Let's see. I'm not sure. Is that on? I guess it's on Instagram.
Uh-huh. But we're good. You guys might have to come over to our side on YouTube because we have the YouTube channel Oria Oshay. If you can hear me, Oria Oshay on YouTube because we're good over here. Oh Lord, Tish.
The other one.
Okay.
That
Lord have mercy, that's what I get. I told you I was tired. Okay.
one.
The
That's
headache. Oh, the headache and all. Maybe I need to be frozen. Y'all need to see.
there we go.
We need to be frozen. Did you get that? Oh, I was like, what the world? I'm like, I ain't crazy. Okay. Whew, okay, Lord. I want to think it's they probably could say, I don't know. Well, life goes on.
You
That's
think?
what I get. That's what I get. But yes, this has been great information. But
Absolutely.
gotta love the skin we're in, and we have to take care of it. And I also
Mm.
know people who live closer to the water, you really have a lot of skin issues.
Mm.
First thing people always say, that salt water is good for your skin. Yes,
Mhm.
for your skin for a period of time, because
Mhm.
salt water it will drain, and that's why it's great for sinuses when it goes up unit. That's why they use what is that? Saline. Then when you
Saline.
use saline, when they use
Mhm.
saline to flush out for sinuses, that's great
Mhm.
for that. But
Yeah.
if you live around that moisture all the time, it's too much,
Mhm.
and it causes wrinkles. It caused the skin to be real, I guess you can say pliable. And then
Mhm.
absorb so easy. And I've seen
Mhm.
a lot because I'm from Virginia, grew up near water, and that it ages you. And so you
Mm.
have to put something on your skin, some kind of moisturizer, or Riz O'Shea, that's not going to be oily, not going to mess up your sheets, not going to mess up your
Mhm.
clothes, and it
Mhm.
goes in because the molecules that's in my product is so small that
Mhm.
it really just it penetrates.
Yes.
It really, truly do. And if you want to really know how old somebody is, look at their hands. Like, look at the hands, the skin. You can have Botox and puff your lips up and, get the wrinkles out your forehead. But if you really want to know how old somebody is, look at their hands. It'll tell you a whole story of how they're taking care of themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And if you really want to tell, check out their nails. If you can see their natural nails, what color their nails are. If their nails are not nice and white, then you know they're having some health issues.
Mm-hmm.
So, as a cosmetologist, when I did hair, those are the things I looked in for my men and as well as my women. Because when you start talking about you having itchy skin or your hair falling out, well, how are you dealing? How are you treating your skin? What is the internal that you're doing? Are you drinking beer? Or you drinking water? You know,
Mm-hmm.
drinker, you're a whiskey drinker. All that comes out in your skin, especially
Absolutely.
all the time. So you can buy a Rizzo Shea and it might not work for you, but it's okay because if you're doing all these other things, nothing else is going to work for you either.
Mm-hmm.
I,
Mm-hmm.
that's fact. That's really
Yeah, you
fact.
definitely want to be mindful. Like you said, what you put in, it's going to come out.
It's going to
Appendage
come out.
of the skin. Yeah, it's going to show them the hair, skin, and nails. Those are the indicators, you know. So we definitely
Yeah.
want to listen to our bodies. Listen to our
Right.
bodies. I had a client who had psoriasis
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
extreme, and it was really, really bad. And I said, you may want to look into your liver because
Oh, that's right.
if
That's right.
the body is letting you know, the scalp is like the result of it saying, "Help me," okay. And she went, and I hadn't seen her. She had stopped coming because of the bleeding of the scalp. She was having a lot of scabs, and you know, I can't
Hmm.
treat them. And so, um, she came back to me years later, and she said, "You know what, Tish, you were right." She's like, "I was having issues with my liver, and now that I, have been under medical care, under doctor's care, her scalp had cleared up."
Yes. Yes.
So please, listen to your body. Love the skin you're in and listen
Hmm.
because it will let you know something, red flags, something isn't right. It needs attention. And sometimes you have to go do a full body workup, full blood work, full everything, and get with a good doctor to take the time with you and listen and find those symptoms and the root of the problem. And a lot of times the answers are there. We just didn't know to go. Okay. So
That's
please be
right.
mindful of that. This is why we're having this topic. Love the skin you're in and listen.
Yes. Yes. And like I said, thank you guys for the feedback. Um, I really appreciate this topic because I I I, I get compliments, testimonies all the time about Aria's O'Shea with the
Hmm.
product and because people are using this time of the year is like my hype year from spring until summer, and then the fall, you're getting the kids back to school, and then it picks up again right after fall, right into the winter because some people don't have flare-ups in the summer and spring, and some people will have more flare-ups in the winter, the fall and the winter. It just depends. And I also want you guys to know allergies plays a big part when
Mm.
your skin is. If you have problem with allergies, I'm here to tell you, you
Yes.
have some kind of skin issue because I have right on my, I think it's on my right foot, I get an itch and I don't know, I'm like Tish, I don't know if it's eczema or psoriasis. I don't think it's
Mhm.
psoriasis because it's not flaking. But I put my Rizzo Shea and the itch go away. And it might
Mhm.
come back later on, a couple months later. I put some on there. But that's for me. A lot of people don't have that um, diagnosed. It's just a constant.
Yes.
So I said, try it. You can't go wrong because one thing about it, at the end of the day, it's gonna make your skin feel, oh my
Amazing.
goodness, so amazing. You're gonna say, okay, I need this in my life because.
Yes.
But I'm here to tell you, it really and truly does work. We have many, 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 many testimonies, and that's why we had the 5 doctors endorse the product. And people have been using it over the years. And I haven't messed with the ingredients, The ingredients are still the same. I have a scented and an unscented.
Mhm.
We the unscented I recommend for children 1 and under, kids as young as 6 weeks old. Parents have used it on their skin with the unscented, and it worked wonders for diaper rash, cradle cap. My daughter says she used it on her daughter for cradle cap, so it works. And it's something that you can use, and you don't have to constantly use it. Once the flare up is gone, you're good. You're good. So I just Tish, yeah, this is my wheelhouse. I love this. I mean, like I said,
Oh,
as you
yeah.
can see, you know I use it in my hair. I don't have any issues with my hair at all. But
And her
every
eyebrows. She used to come to the salon and want her eyebrows done, and the wax would just slide off, and I'd be like, Maria, this
That's
wax
right.
is
What
and she'd be like,
what
oh yeah,
is
I put O'Shea in my eyebrows. I'm like, really? I mean,
That's right. That's why they're nice and thick though. Look at them. They're nice and thick. I got these are mine.
I was like, next time I need you to remove some of those that so I can use this
Yes,
wax.
yes. That is so funny. That is you're actually I use it what do you say? I use that
Everywhere.
everywhere. I use
Head
it
to toe.
I use
That's right.
it everywhere.
And look, now I'm putting it in my eyebrows. I'm like, I need it in my eyebrows.
Yes.
For sure.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Well,
Mhm.
when you have something that works, you just stick with it.
That's right.
And
I'm a firm
I've been
believer.
but this is awesome, Tish. Let's see. I had one client that had eczema real bad, and her hands turned black. I think you've seen that picture that I have,
Yes.
and I have it on my website too. And she spoke about how she put her hands in her pocket. During the
Mm.
daytime, she would keep her hands in her pocket. She didn't put her hands out until it got dark outside because she didn't want nobody to question why was her hands so dark. And her face, the
Wow.
rest of her face was
Was
alike.
fair. Okay. I've seen
And
that.
I gave her some Oria Oshay to try. She loved it. And then she's another one that's been buying it for years, and she like, "Look, this product saved my whole entire confidence." She says, "'Cause my confidence was gone." She just didn't
Mm.
when she and a lot of times when she drive, she would wear gloves because she was self-conscious that people was passing her. They were seeing her hands. I'm like, "Girl, ain't nobody looking up."
And
But she felt
yes, that was her. Yes, absolutely.
she felt
Absolutely.
that. So, I mean, I could go on and on and on, tons of testimonies. People have scars after surgery. They use the unscented oils of shea and it's taken away the scars. Me, myself, stretch marks, whether you have children or you just started growing real quick when you were younger and your skin just
Yes.
started stretching.
Yes.
Well, I have stretch marks on my hips from having the kids and on my stomach, and I've used Original Shave all these years, and I'm here to tell you, they haven't disappeared. They're faded. They haven't disappeared. But if you run your hands over my skin, you would not be able to say, "Oh, that is that a stretch mark?" Because sometimes stretch marks it is
Yes.
stretched skin,
Mhm.
and it raised and it's got that little ridge on it.
Mhm.
Mm-mm. You don't feel none. You run your
Smooth.
hand across. You like if you did not know do a Stevie Wonder and run your hands across my thighs. You be like, girl, you got some nice skin. It's some, it's yeah.
Wait a minute. You
I,
said if you were Stevie Wonder. What?
I had to go there. I had to go there. I had to go there. And I can relate because I lost my eyesight. I was totally blind, so I understand. But yes, if you a Stevie Wonder, run your hands across my thighs, baby. You be like, girl, you're
Have a
so
have a clue.
dude. That don't have a clue. Don't because it's so nice and smooth. It's just like this.
Yeah.
I mean, you spent all these years, and it really and truly works. It
That is
really works. Yeah.
that.
So I'm gonna have to do a testimonial too, like Beyonce have. I'm gonna start to finish, but I have some videos of how long my hair is and all the good stuff. But by me keeping it like this natural, it really and truly grows faster.
Mhm.
And I appreciate it, and thank God I've had clients that had eczema and psoriasis in their hair, and it is oh my goodness, it is horrible, and I feel for you
Yeah.
guys. But
Right. Yeah.
average because that flaking, I mean, you could leave out the salon and everything look good, and you start combing, and when you start combing, those flakes are just gonna come out.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
like this eyelashes is trying to act crazy. Oh my.
That's all
Oh,
right.
but
Okay, we roll with the
yeah,
punches.
yeah, we are. That's what you do.
That's right.
But the thing about it is, I have real ones. I got real ones. From now on, I might this will be a lesson learned. I'm to just do my real ones. I ain't gotta worry about it. But for those of you who don't know, what
Yeah,
we're talking about is
I just don't
it's
have the
okay.
patience. I don't have the
It's
patience
all
at all.
I promise you. It's all good.
I want to thank
Oh wow,
Kim.
somebody's
I want
laughing.
to say
You
thank you,
know who that
Kim,
is, Tish?
for calling in. We have Sis on the line that came through tonight. Thank you so much. And
Uh,
Councilwoman Kay, we thank you for
yes.
calling in.
Mhm.
And
Yes.
I see Miss Sally Mae, 338. We know who you are. Thank you so very much. And that was appreciated. All those who called in tonight. Thank you. Called in, listened in.
Yes. We got
Thank
our Instagram people. We want you to know eventually we're going to try to get you guys to come over to YouTube because the YouTube, we don't have the same issues with Instagram. Sometimes we get frozen on Instagram. We don't have that on YouTube. So
you.
subscribe to my channel, Oria Oshay, and then that way you can come on over to Oria Oshay. You don't have these problems. Instagram sometimes be a little, especially
A
with the
little
Wi-Fi.
glitchy. It's a
Yeah,
little
a little
glitchy.
challenge. Yeah, a little challenge.
But we thank you nonetheless. Absolutely.
Mhm. We do. We do. And like we said, thank you so much for the questions. It just makes everything flow and it makes the whole podcast go along nice
Hmm.
and just keep it engaged. I love it. I love it.
We
So,
much
Tish,
appreciate. Yes,
Mother's Day is right around the corner, girl. And we are
it is.
mothers.
We
Yes, it
are.
is.
Yes. So it
Yes.
has. The year is just going by so fast. And when I was looking at my dates on the calendar, I said, "Oh my goodness."
Mhm.
I cannot believe
Yeah.
we are walking into the month of May. So yeah, it's definitely moving fast, and Mother's Day is vastly approaching. And
Hmm.
so yeah, I'm excited. Whatever the family has in store. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, I
So,
got some great news. It says some of the IG fans have came over to Facebook and they can hear perfectly. And so that was good to know. So next Monday we can try to, you know, shift them over. Okay, they like the side by side energy.
right. Yeah, that's right.
Awesome.
Total different. Like I said, we're trying to accommodate. Like I said, Instagram is just funny sometimes.
It's a little
Funny.
glitchy.
And ladies, I do have a 16-ounce Mother's Day special that I only do once a year.
Hmm.
Once a year, get it. It's a mason jar, and you just scoop it out. I had to show this to my beautiful Tish because she was trying to use the whole jar at one time. But you get it and
Yeah.
you scoop it out in your smaller jar, and
Yes.
that product will last all. Basically, you keep it closed and sealed. Yes.
Yes.
Some people get a whole year. That's why they just buy it once a year. I have it on sale, and after this is done, because I only have a couple more jars, so I'm just letting y'all know. So don't everybody try to go run to the website, but I guess you need to because I only have a few more jars. But um, and plus, it's a big savings. It's like getting a 4-ounce free. You can't
Hmm.
beat the price. So I just want you guys to know to go and get that special. It ends May the 5th, so you need to go ahead and get it, and that's it. And hopefully I won't be sold out because I'm not ordering any more jars. That's it. What I have left is what I use because I've been selling it for the last when I started, I think in March. The end of March they did pre-orders. And those people pre-ordered the product, they're good to go. And now what I have left is selling and I'll do it
Okay.
next year.
You heard it. You heard it from the source. First come, first serve of what's remaining.
That's
Hmm.
right. So we just want to thank you guys for being with us
Indeed.
tonight. a wonderful audience, wasn't it, Tish? Love
Absolutely.
it.
Nice work tonight.
And
Thank you. We
yes. So
appreciate
we know
that.
they take care of we know they take care of themselves. I love it. I love it. Yes. They are taking
Indeed, indeed.
continue to take care of yourself. Please do. Please
And
do. And
love
if
you
you have
to the end,
questions,
ladies. And what? Listen.
yes, 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 yes. And we only be sharing our experience. We're not trying to get into nobody else's circle. We talk about our personal experience. Whether you think it's right or whether it's wrong, it's our experience as cosmetologists and barbers. We both. We are the we hey, you got 2 for 1 over here.
That's right.
So thank you guys. It's
Thank
when is
you.
Mother's Day? It's not this Sunday, it's the
It's the
following
following, the 12th.
12. Okay. So we need to do some Mother Day updos. Let's talk about some things for Mother's Day, how the mothers can look
Do
cute.
that next Monday.
How about that? So yeah,
All right.
you guys join us back
All done.
next week and we're gonna talk about what we can do for Mother's Day to look cute. How
Yes.
we can look cute because we only got he letting us know we only got 20 seconds. So we
I
coming
hear the
down.
music. I hear the
You hear
music.
me? So good night, everybody. You guys
Good
take care and
night.
thank you so much.
Very good. Whoop, whoop.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So we did good. Ooh, I made it through. Thank you, Jesus.